Hey everyone, this is Zen Ali over here. Back with the video where we are going to learn about the sourcing. So we in the previous videos we have learned about how we can do the product hunting, a profitable product for your Amazon or e-commerce business. You can even launch the same product on your Walmart, on your eBay, and on Amazon if it has met all the criteria that I have shared with you. If you have not watched my videos, the previous videos, I would suggest you to just go ahead, watch from chapter 1 to chapter 4. Hardly going to take you like an hour or half an hour. So just go ahead and make sure you must watch those videos. And in this video, what I'm going to let you know that how, once you have the product, what you are going to do. Just note that the main profits that you're going to make, not when you find the product or sell the product, because most people are excited about, okay, we have the product, now we want to sell on Amazon. We are so excited. Maybe we're going to sell it for $30, $40, but no. Main profits you're going to make when your sourcing is right. So it is very, very important for you. Your main profits are going to be done when you source the products in the right way and in the right manner and safely. So we are going to cover each step that how we can source the product. So let's just look at it. So first of all, we need to look at what is product sourcing. Product sourcing is finding the right manufacturer to produce your product with consistent quality and reliability. Key components includes supplier selection, pricing negotiation, quality control protocols, and comprehensive logistics plans. Now, success factors are strong sourcing reduces operational cost, minimizes risk exposure, and eliminates unnecessary business stress. So sourcing, it sounds like easy. Okay, you go to the supplier on Alibaba and you find out the supplier and that's it. You have your product. It's not that easy. There are many success factors and failure factors that if you're going to ignore, you're probably going to end up losing all your money. So in this, I'm not going to tell you something very, very practical, but in this video, you will have some theoretical data and theoretical information about that, how you can source your product, basically. And and on Alibaba, I'm going to let you know what things that you have to look for. But first, we need to understand because the basic thing is the communication with human. So sourcing is a psychology, which you need to understand because sometimes you may gonna get angry, you may gonna get frustrated, but that's what you need to avoid. Long-term partnership. Your supplier becomes your strategic business partner, not just a vendor. Their reliability directly impacts your growth trajectory. So what most of the sellers do is that they found the product, they use the vendor for the one time, supplier for the one time, and that's it. They don't consider that supplier anything anymore. But that's the wrong strategy. You have to keep the supplier so when you're out of stock, when you're out of the inventory, you can use the same supplier with better relationship if you have built for to replenish the inventory on your Amazon. So it's very important that you communicate soft, that you communicate effectively and friendly. Review and ranking. Quality issues directly damage customer reviews and search ranking, affecting your visibility and conversion rates. Margin definition. Profit margins are locked in during sourcing, negotiations, not at launch. Get this wrong, and you can't fix it later. So it's very, very important. I can't emphasize it enough that how important it is for your margins. And later on, definitely the scalability foundation. You are able to find the right sourcing, you're able to find the right price for your product. It's good for you for the long term. So why most sellers source from China? Cost efficient production. Low manufacturing costs provides significantly higher profit margins compared to domestic or other international suppliers. Wide product variety. Almost every product actually available on Alibaba and in China. Mature infrastructure, because China is number one in the world to produce anything, whatever you want. They can even produce helicopter, a bomb for you, but don't do that. And flexible MOQs. Now I'm going to let you know what are the MOQs, but in the next slide, but let's just talk over here first. Export expertise. Established system for international trade, shipping documents, and custom compliance reduce friction. So it happened to us one time. We were trying to source the product from some another country. It was South Africa. And we had to face a lot of difficulties while it was coming to the United States. But with China, because they already have the system that they have built, there is no problem with the customs. That's why we use China, because the product is quality product. and they have the system that they can follow, and you're not going to get into any hassle. So what is RFQ? When you're talking to a supplier, I'm definitely going to let you know in the next video practically that how we actually source, but this is something that you need to know and you have to understand what I'm talking about. Then you will be able to understand the practical part. What is RFQ? RFQ stands for Request for Quotation, a formal inquiry sent to suppliers requesting detailed pricing and product information. It includes comprehensive product specification, order quantity, parameters, packaging requirements, customization needs, and shipping arrangements. So you have to make sure that if it's your first response, if, for example, you consider yourself, if I'm going to send you something with half of the information, you might not able to respond me back, even though you are the greatest person, you have the greatest product, or you're the greatest supplier, you're probably not going to reach out to me back because your time is very valuable. So I need to prepare all the information that I can send you, and you can review it and you can reply me back. So RFQ is a request for quotation. How many units you're going to source, and what is the material, what is the product, what are your competitors, what are you expecting them to maintain in the product in the quality aspect. So you need to take care of all those aspects. And then how to write a professional RFQ. Don't worry about it. If you're worried about that, where you're going to find this presentation, I'm going to attach it in the description. It's going to be displayed on my website. You can go ahead, click on the link in the description, go to my website, and you can review this document for yourself. Clear product description. Specify materials, dimensions, colors, functionality, features, and packaging style with the precise details. So when you're trying to build an RFQ, it's not that rocket science, but you need to make sure that you mention each and everything about the product that you have found, right? Target market details. Identify where products will be sold. For example, Amazon USA, so suppliers understand compliance and quality standards. So most of us have a perception that Chinese products are not quality products, but if you're going to tell them where this product is actually going, they're going to maintain that quality for you, and the price is going to be according to that. But you have to tell them, I want to sell this product on Amazon. Some suppliers are going to ask you if they're going to sense that it's your first time. So tell them I want to sell this product on Amazon, and they're going to maintain the quality. Samples and certifications. Require samples, cost, production lead times, and relevant certification, FBA, CE, FCC for your category. It depends on your category. If it's a baby category, it's a chemical category, you're going to require all those certifications, which most of the time your supplier has, but you need to ask them. If you're not going to ask them, they are not going to provide you. So you just need to make sure that you have the sample shipped to you, first of all. Most of the time, they can ship the sample for free of cost, and it can adjust in later on with your order quantity, or you have to pay for the sample, and then they can adjust the price in your next bulk order, which you're going to place with them. And then the order quantity and growth, I'm not going into this series wise, so I'm sorry for that. But state initial MOQ requirements and communicate future scaling potential to demonstrate Sears buyer intent. So look, the Chinese suppliers, they're very friendly people, but you need to be friendly as well. You need to be very precise, informative, but friendly too. You need to tell them. So how I do it myself, I always earn their trust, and I become a friend of them. And then I tell them, okay, I want just the 100 quantity for now, but later on, I have a plan to move on with you for a longer period of time. Then I'm going to order 1,000 units. I'm going to order 2,000 units, 3,000 units. That is how you earn their trust, because they are there to earn the business. So you are. Delivery and payment. Specify preferred shipping method. Incoterms, for example, FOB, DDP, and payment structure to align expectations. I'm going to let you know what is FOB, DDP, and all those terms. Don't worry about that. Professional communication, that I've already told you, you have to maintain your professionalism. First, you have to be friendly, not too much friendly. So for example, a good RFQ, how it looks like. For example, we have a product, stainless steel garlic press. Hello, we are looking to develop a high quality stainless steel garlic press for the US market. Requirement, material, food grade stainless steel, 304. Size, standard hand size, ergonomic handle, finish, rust proof, polished, packaging, custom logo box, eco-friendly preferred. If you have the brand logo, just send it to them. Order detail, initial order quantity 1,000 units, future scaling 3 to 5,000 per unit. Target market Amazon, FBA, USA. Please share unit price, FOB, and DDP options, MOQ, and sample cost and lead time. You just simply have to copy all this and prepare your MOQ regarding RFQ, sorry. Prepare your RFQ accordingly, right? So after that, so what are the very common mistakes that most of the people make is they start very generic. They get into communication very generic. For example, hi, I want guarded pest, send best price, how cheap, need fast, thanks. I mean, I'm not going to respond to that, right? Because I don't think so that you are serious enough to buy a product from me. Maybe you're just scratching out, just filtering out some more suppliers, and eventually you're going to waste my time. I'm not going to reply to that. So make sure your RFQ looks very, very professional. X work. Buyer handles everything after factory pickup, including export clearance and all shipping. First, so there are three type of businesses and three type of freights you can say that you are going to discuss with your supplier. X work, which is also EXW. So X work, what it does is like, okay, I'm going to place the order with your factory, but I'm not expecting you to ship my product yourself, right? So everything, either I'm going to hire a separate private freight forwarder who is going to come to your factory and take my products and ship it to United States or whichever the marketplace I'm going to sell my products to. FOB, free on board. Supplier delivers goods to departure port, buyer handles ocean freight and destination clearance. So FOB is basically free on board, which means that, okay, supplier or the factory or manufacturer is going to handle produce your product and they're going to deliver your product to the port if you are shipping through ocean. And that's it. From there onwards, you have to tackle it yourself. DDP, delivered duty paid. Supplier handles everything, including custom, duties, and delivery to your door. My suggestion would be if it's your first product, just go for the DDP because it's much easier. There are less chances that you're going to make some errors, and supplier is going to handle each and everything. Most of the time, it's a bit expensive, but it's worth taking the risk if it's your first product. Otherwise, I would suggest you to go for the X work, have a private freight forwarder that can pick your product from the factory and ship it.